Hello everyone and welcome back. I just had a real quick video that I wanted to make. So I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I had ordered some rings from Giglio and I replaced the rings, these tiny little rings from my PM agendas to slightly larger ones from Giglio. And they're Kraus rings and they're gold and the color matches. And the way that I did them, I'm sure there's like a couple videos that you guys have seen on YouTube or Instagram as well, but I just wanted to make my own and show you guys what it looks like all loaded. So a lot of people just take them off so that like they can put a passport in here or use it as like a passport holder or like a notebook cover, which I kind of tried that too with some arc rings, but I totally screwed up, so I don't even want to show that here. But the way you pull them off is that there are these little tiny silver tabs right here and at the top and the bottom. And what I would recommend is when you guys do this, just pull off one side because the other side can just slip in. So I left the down one in the down, like in the closed position, and you can just slip that in. And at the top, you would just clip it right in and then take like a tiny screwdriver or something and push that silver thing down to like lock it into place. Right now, I barely lifted it because I was so scared that I was going to destroy this agenda that it's kind of just like it stays, but you can hear that it's still kind of wiggly. So yeah, it's in there and now it's a little bit bigger. Basically, it goes, I think that this has to be a 10 millimeter. It goes from 10 to 16. So you can see the size difference there, like how much paper we're talking about. And then this one is fully like locked down and it is loaded like an actual usable agenda would be. So I kind of went back to this one because I like the flatness and how sleek it is. The koala, as much as I love the buckle, it gets in the way of everything. Like it's constantly knocking on my desk and I can't use it like in public, like at a cafe or whatever, because I'm just like too scared. This one is much older and I just kind of throw it around and I'm not scared. So I think I might just use this one for a while. But the other thing is, since it pushes all the paper out edgewise, that I don't think anybody can really use side tabs here. Like if you can see the clearance on that is like barely anything. And I do plan on sticking my Ted Baker pen in here. So I don't see how I would use a side tab. So I have bought some cup files for top loading, and I think I might even flip them and do bottom loading tabs too, rather than use side tabs. And I don't know, I kind of don't like side tabs anyway, so I think it works out. And basically, again, this one has that little silver tab. If you can see, it is punched down all the way, and it's holding real sturdy in there. So it's, I think, a very minimal investment, but I think it makes the PM agenda like a total game changer. It's worth it now. I don't know if it's worth $365 retail, but it does make me want to go out and get more colors of the PM agenda. And frankly, I don't think I need any more rings because I could just pull it out of this and move it over when I'm using it. The rings were $5 and shipping's $25. So I just went ahead and bought 2 rings because usually when the shipping is like more than the item that I'm buying, I'll buy more multiples of that item because I just feel like it makes it worth the shipping cost. So I bought 2 and shipping was $25. So it was $35 like in American dollars. And it came pretty fast, like in about like 10 to 13 days, I would say. I think I placed the order on April 4th or 5th and I got them yesterday on the 18th. So it's like 13, 12 days. And the weird thing was that the mailman came up to the door and left the little postage thing, whereas normally they just put it like in the mailbox. So that's like another thing you guys might want to keep in mind just in case, because it seems like they have some different way of delivering the mail in case you're planning on not being home. So that is my video on how you can remove the rings and if it's worth it and how I like it and the color and the size. It's literally identical. Like I can pull this back out and show you guys. It's like the identical thing. It's just like from a different company. Oh, and the other thing is someone had mentioned Vanderspec. The Vanderspec rings are the same amount. They're $5 still, but the shipping was a little bit less than $25. So I didn't really get a close look like at the back, like what their installation thing looks like, but I'm sure there's people who own Vanderspecs and they have replaced their rings and taken them out and all that. So like if you can see what it looks like, I'm sure if it, as long as it looks like this and it's not that screw on kind, then I think it's worth it to go with Vanderspec too. I didn't know, and I just went by my friend that showed me on Instagram where she got it. She got it from Julio, so I just went on Julio. So if I'd done like 10 seconds worth of more research, I probably could have saved like $5 more on shipping. But either way, I think it's totally worth it, and I would do it again like 10,000 more times because I do really like the pocket size, and I really, really love my LV. So I think the bigger rings and the LV, it's just like a winning combo. So if you guys have ever given up the PM because of its little tiny rings, you have no more excuses. Go ahead and try that. And just be really gentle. Don't like, stab at the leather, but like you're really not going to screw this up. There's no way you can screw this up. And if you do, you can just pop them back in and it'll be just like the way you got it. So don't worry. I wouldn't say don't freak out. Like, I think everybody can do it. It's not that bad. Just get like a tiny enough screwdriver. But this has been my video on how I am loving the new bigger rings on both the agendas, and I think it's totally worth it. I think everybody should try it. Let me know if you do, and let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!